Okay, so let's look at Mars Needs You first turn play. Here the other players have already gone and done their exploration off of their satellite. Here we have the satellite. It's positioned over top of a drop zone. The drop zones don't cost you anything to drop to. So these are the men that were purchased and ready to go, rehydrated and stuff. So I'm going to start with this guy. This is a dude. And he's going to drop down from the satellite. That doesn't cost him anything because that's a landing zone. And then we go to explore. So we turn this over to make sure that we see what's under it. And there we go. So that is a radiation zone, and it costs 1 to enter for a squishy. So the squishy is going to go in there. Now, he doesn't want to stick around there because if he does, he will die at the end. So we want to get out of there. So he's going to explore the next hex. That costs 1. It's planes. It costs 1 to go in. He has a movement of 4. So he's going to go in now to there. That's 2 of his movement points. And then let's check out what this is. It's alien tech. We love alien tech. So if you have a squishy and he's sitting on an alien tech control space, you immediately get that particular alien tech, and it is suddenly available to you. An extra alien spacesuit coating that makes it possible for your squishy to occupy radiation hexes without dying. So there we go. That's going to stay there. As long as I have a man on here to activate that, I get to keep this particular one, and it helps me. So now we've got 1, 2, 3. I'm going to leave it there so I have this extra stuff. But that is very tempting because we've got a dude here on water, and water is very valuable. So I'm going to take the next one that was activated, which is a crunchy, a autonomous dude here. And he's going to go down from the satellite for nothing, and then he's going to go into the radiation. We look on here on the chart. He's got 8 movement points. Radiation is going to cost him 2, so that's 2. Planes are 1 for him, so that's 3. And then we have the alien tech, which is also 1 point for him. And then he can go right in here into occupy the water zone. Now, as soon as you run into any other men on the board, your movement stops. So even if he has extra that he could go farther, he stops right there because he's now in conflict, and then that will be decided at the end, at the conflict phase. So just to make sure that we win that, because it's kind of valuable, I'm going to take another dude and go doot, and he's going to sit in there, and another dude because I really want that. So that's going to be a 3-on-1 battle at the moment. And in order to occupy that and get more profit out of it, I need a dude. So my squishy, my last squishy in the purchased ones from the satellite staging area, coming off the satellite, going down to the planet, he drops there. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Actually, let's take a look at that for a second because he's gone 1, 2, 3. And if we look here on the chart, we see, oh, water or ice is 2 to move in for a squishy. So that means he doesn't have enough movement points to do that. So he goes 1, 2, 3, and he's left there. He can't get into that space. So if he were to look and see what the next space is, so let's say just for investigation purposes, he's going to say, I'm going to go my 1 move into there, and oh my gosh, it's water. But we know because it costs 2 to go in, and he only has 1 point left, he can't go in there, but he's used his 1 movement to expose that particular terrain. So his movement is done. He bounces back into the originating space because his movement is done. The same thing happens when you run into mountains. So here, we had a crunchy come down. He investigated this one. And then when he hit this one, he revealed it to be a mountain. And mountains are unpassable at this point unless you have an alien tech card or a Mars Needs You card to do that. So he has wasted, he had lots more extra movement, but he's done. His movement is done. He comes in here, hits the mountain, bounces back. So he's revealed the mountain, which is a no-go zone, and his movement turn is over at that point. And that is basically how it takes. So here is just the first round of 6. And you can see how conflict happens fairly quickly, and you start to explore the Mars surface and see where all of the resources are.